Ouch. And I mean, ouch. The top 10, the absolutely worst states to become a notary and why. I thought I'd do that research for you. The worst states to become a notary and why. And let's see if your state is one of those states. I'm going to go from 10 and work my way up to number one, top worst state. And then I'm going to flip it and tell you the best states to become a notary. So without ado, let's get going. Now, as you guys know, this channel specializes in helping you pass the notary test on the first try. But today we're going to look at the worst states. Coming in at number 10, worst state to become a notary, South Carolina. And let's see why, according to Google. It says South Carolina has strict requirements of notary training, and the cost of bonding and insurance is higher compared to other states. Additionally, the state requirements on who can become a notary may be restrictive. So, on the top 10, coming in number 10 is South Carolina. Coming in at number 11 is Alabama, and it says the reason is it has a lengthy process for notaries requiring applications, submitting documents, criminal background, criminal investigations, minimum age requirements, and things like that. So number 9 is Alabama. Coming in at number 8, worst places to become a notary. This is a surprise because this is one of the top money makers to become a notary, but it's also one of the worst places to become a notary. Who knows? Number 8 is New York. It says why. New York has a large market for notary services, but it has the high renewal fees, additional costs for bonding, and stringent rules. All right, so that puts it on the list of worst places at number 8. Coming in at number 7, the sister, cousin, or neighbor of South Carolina is North Carolina. Why it's one of the worst states? It says the process to become a notary is very bureaucratic, a lot of paperwork, long waiting period. Additionally, strict requirements for notaries include mandated state exam, which we know about, and which make the process more difficult than some of the places that probably don't have any exams or anything like that, right? All right, so coming in at number 6, do you live in this state? It starts with the M, big sports state, Michigan. Michigan. Why is it on the list of worst states to become? You have to take a lengthy training course before becoming licensed in Michigan. Other hurdles, a lot of paperwork to deal with, known for low pay rates for notaries too. That's something you need to know in your test. What are the pay rates in your state? If you're in Michigan, you better know those fees and pay rates. Just throwing that in there. Oh, special offer alert. Special offer alert. I did this in the other videos. I'm going to do it here. There's a thing called Buy Me a Cup of Coffee, and there's a thing called comments on YouTube. So if you put in the comment what state you're from and you buy me a cup of coffee with my link that's in the comments, I will make a special customized pop quiz or challenge test for you and your state. That's my special offer to you. And I'll shout you out and say, hey, this is for you. If you're in Michigan, it'll be for Michigan. All right. Massachusetts. Number 5, Massachusetts. I could barely pronounce that. That's probably why it's on the list because I could barely pronounce it. All right. Let's see here. Strict residency requirements, ongoing fees, lengthy education and testing makes it less attractive than other states. Number 4, what's the neighbor of New York, which was on the list earlier? New Jersey. At least it's higher up in worse states. It's higher up on the poll. Is higher better? Who knows? New Jersey. Why is the worst? One of the most expensive notary bond costs and fees. Sounds like another state I know about. Also charge high annual renewal fees. Also has extensive training and test processing that is kind of, burdensome for you to become a notary. But once you make it through, once you cross, time to make money in New Jersey. Number 3, coming in number 3 of the top 10, almost at number 1. Number 3 is Louisiana. Louisiana has unique notary laws, so the laws are different than most places. Cost of becoming a notary can be kind of high in Louisiana, and that discourages people. Number 2, a place we are very familiar with. I was literally in another country, in South America, the other day, and they asked me about this state because of the fires. Coming in at number 2, California. Now, why is that? Why is California considered one of the worst places when it's also from my other video on the place, one of the places that makes the most money when it comes to being a notary? Let's see. It says it has a lot of opportunities, but it has strict regulations for notaries, including mandatory tests. We know that. I'm going to get you past those tests. High cost of bonding. Yes. Also, bonding. That means you have to have a bond. And you need errors and omissions insurance. Man, it's just a lot of fees and costs when it comes to California. And the top dog when it comes to worst states to become a notary is beautiful, beautiful Hawaii. It says you got to do a background check, which a lot of states do. It says you got to renew your commissions. It says it's very time consuming and expensive to become a notary in the state of Hawaii. So those are your top 10 places. Leave a comment if you're from one of these states. And wait a minute, don't forget, I'm going to tell you the best places to become a notary now, in contrast to the worst places. And why? Not the ones that make the most money, not the ones that have the most transactions, but is considered the best states to become a notary. Coming in at number 10, best, is Tennessee. Tennessee offers low bonding costs and a simple application process. Wonderful. And a thriving real estate market. Remember, in real estate transactions, every line that needs to be transacted, if your state needs a notary, that's more money for you. That's why it's wonderful. Another one, Dakota. I would consider North Dakota, oof, too cold. When I think of North Dakota, I think of cold. If you're from North Dakota, leave a comment. Tell me how the weather is there. Because all I saw, I think I saw Fargo on TV and it was cold. I'm from California. North Dakota is one of the most cost-efficient states for becoming a notary. Low bonding and minimal requirements. Very business-friendly environment. That sounds great, actually. I like that. Ohio, number 8 on the best state, was Ohio. Low cost, easy process, growing population, strong real estate market. That's why Ohio is one of the best places coming in at number 8. Coming in at number 7, I know this place was booming, especially in the tech industry, Colorado. It says here affordable fees, straightforward notary process, thriving market, thriving real estate. The need for notary services puts Colorado as number 7. Number 6, Virginia. I think Virginia was one of the top earning states too. Virginia, uh, most cost efficient process, strong demand for notaries in the legal business and real estate sectors. Okay, great. All right, we're halfway there and almost done. Remember, if you are getting any power out of this, what I'm doing, buy your boy a cup of coffee, even if you don't want the practice test. All right, number 5. I told you I have a friend in this state who's kicking butt as a loan signing agent. Arizona. It says here Arizona has low cost, straightforward process to become a notary, minimum requirements, growing growing business and strong real estate market creates a steady demand. Number 4, Georgia, especially in the Atlanta area from what I heard. No fees, affordable, no extensive training or testing. Perfect. Number 3, Nevada. Nevada, especially I bet in that Vegas area, is booming, booming. Fast, simple notary process. Number two is Texas. They do it big in Texas. There's a demand for notary services. So there you go. And number 1, which was on one of the top earning states, I know they're having issues with their real estate and their insurance when it comes to real estate, but it is listed as one of the 10, as the number 1 of the 10 best states to become a notary. Florida. Florida is the one. Okay. If you're from Florida, shout out to Florida. I have already made a video for you guys in Florida on passing the notary exam on the first try. Just did a video for California passing the notary exam on the first try, a pop quiz. Also, we have a pop quiz for New York. All right. I hope this helps you guys. I can't wait for you to tell me you passed the test or let me know what state you're in. This is